We're going to be able to go in here for sure. That's fine with the mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm okay with that. And we got freeze now, guys. All right, remember, you can come back, I'm telling you. We're going to go ahead and freeze this right here. And we're going to go in one more time. And I knew he was going to do that. But we're going to have a balloon on tower. Guys, never give up. As you're progressing and playing in the game, you've got to see how is your opponent going to defend, and you can start to anticipate a little bit more. Once I saw that, I'm like, I have 3 things in the bag already, okay? How he's going to defend against the balloon, what his primary win condition is, it's a fast cycle deck, and that this is 4. He's going to use the Ice Golem correctly, all right? As the Musketeer is targeted on the Boulder, which is perfect, and it's going to be healthy enough to withstand that damage and take out the Hog Rider, this Barbarian turns around and takes out that Musketeer. There's no reason for me to do anything. Again, by the time the bowler gets to the bridge, I probably would have enough to drop one of these troops. But why? Don't do it. First off, someone might drop Lumberjack, okay? If you drop Lumberjack, not only have you overcommitted, you have also separated the push between that and the balloon, which is your primary win condition, right? That's your push. You want to rage up that balloon and hopefully get a freeze down. You're basically overcommitting and getting your cycle out of whack. You've got to keep your cycle tight, guys. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Hope you guys doing well. As always, your boy is back into the Clash Royale video, guys. Today's deck of choice, and you guys know how we roll. We're going to break down the battles after, is going to be Lumberloon. Okay, I'm going to call this Arena 14 because you have to be at least there to get the Lumberjack. Obviously, this is a nasty combination. When you pair that with freeze, it is even double nasty. All right, guys, we got the bowler, pretty low level. I opted to go arrows instead of, first off, tornado really does work, but it is even higher up to have that unlocked, so most won't have it. And the fireball is just a little more expensive. I wanted to keep it at a 4.0 average elixir. So let's just go ahead and jump into it, see if we can get some dubs. All right, so the first thing we want to be able to do is see what our starting rotation is, okay? In this case, it's not the best. We don't have a whole lot to go with. We might go ahead and go bar barrel. Okay, I'm going to do that because if he does have bait, number one, usually opponents will run it right away, but we also have arrows. Okay, so he does have that going on. Let's see here. Let's go in with, okay, yep, we'll go here, and we're going to go ahead and run bowler. A little expensive. Okay, it's 10 elixir, but I want to kind of shut the, okay, no, he goes in with the rocket. He's going to miss something. Yeah, I'm letting that go. I'm going to let this go. We'll see what all right, I'm going to let that go as well. Okay, so bowler gets no bowls. Okay, so that's not good for us. So here's what we have to do right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to go in with the Inferno Dragon. A little high. We've got to play a little patient here as well. Our cycle wasn't in our favor for sure. So let's see what he has to... Okay, so he's going to go ahead and kite. So here's what we're going to do now. What I want him to do is drop his Hog Rider. And we're going to counter push with that. He already used his Musketeer. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in here. And we'll see what he decides to do. He's going to drop something to defend this. Probably a Mega Knight. I'm going in right now, though. All right? Let's see if he has... What I'm waiting for at the moment is what he has to counter the balloon. And it doesn't look like a whole lot. So, oh, I missed the Musketeer. That stinks a little bit, but we do get a shot off. So I'll take that. I don't know which one's worse. I mean... Okay, here's what we're going to do. He's got that. Yep. And now what I need to be able to get down... And this is when the bowler being low level hurts. But we'll get this down as well. And we do take care of that. That's one reason why, guys, I like the bar barrel. Did you see how it was able to take out that Musketeer? All right, log is obviously really good too. Has that knockback, but that's the reason for it. He's going to have to answer this Ice Golem. Okay, that's part of getting better. It's just knowing what your opponent's going to play too. All right, so, which is why the Ice Golem is one of the best cards. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in with this. Don't think he's going to have enough for... Nope, he goes in with that. He's going to go Hog Rider, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Oh, that was probably a good rocket if he hits my Lumberjack. He missed it, guys. Let's go. All right, we're going to go in. And we're going to go ahead and... Where's the Musketeer? I need the Musketeer. All right, now we're going to go in now with it because, boom, because I need to get rid of the Ice Wizard. That's the biggest spot there. All right, so that tower is down. We're going to go ahead and go in here with this because he's not going to be able to do too much if he goes Musketeer. We're going to have some zip-zaps with the Electro Dragon. Actually, we're going to go in with it right here because we're going to have a Lumberjack if he decides to go. I'm going to get another one down, guys. You can go in with the rocket there. We're going to go here. Look at this. It's super nasty. He's not going to be able to take care of that. In fact, I want another tower, guys. I'm not going to get it, though. We're going to go ahead and arrow this as well. He can go Hog Rider. Doesn't matter. GG's. Let's go, guys. All right, dub number 1. All right. Level playing field, level 10. Good luck to you two as well. So again, not the best, but if we play bait, either is going to drop it right away. If he doesn't, we have arrows, so we're going to go ahead and pressure with the bar barrel. All right. Again, not the best starting rotate. Okay, so that's kind of good for... okay, we've got to go in here with this. And then I'm going to go a little bit heavy, though, because of the electro. There's too many electro wizard, all right? Oh, guys, he's using all of his counters right now. Okay, so he has... okay, now, see, I'm already thinking, right? So we have the electro wizard and the bats, right, are probably my main concern. Now, the thing that he was able to do was... he was able to... no, yeah, okay, so this stinks a whole lot because I'm going to try to get the bowler down right now. And I have to actually get this down, too. And... oh, man, that's super nasty. That's a lot of damage. All right, so he'll have to answer this. He's got bats, though, probably back in cycle. He's got cannon. I might go in with nothing. I might freeze this, though. No, yep, okay, so cool. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Ready for it? We got to go here. And then we got to go in with the balloon. We got to go in with the balloon right now. I'm not going to have enough for too much else, and that kind of stinks a little bit. Because he's probably going to take this tower. So we'll let this all happen. So this will be a little bit of a... well, okay, so he's definitely going to take the tower, but now we're down, right? So you guys could be in this position too. Still have the mini P.E.K.K.A going. Okay, so what we'll do, he's going to go E-Barbs opposite lane. All right, so that's going to be... but I think this is going to favor us in double. All right, so here's what we're going to do. What? All right, I guess he can do that. That's fine. I'm going to let that happen. And I got to let this, unfortunately, I got to let this go. Okay, so I'm hoping he's going to go for the 3 crown, which then will help us attack the weak side. All right, so we're going to go in with this. He's going to go E-Barbs, I'm assuming, at the bridge. No, he goes right there. Okay, that's good for us. We're going to go in with this here. He's using... I don't know. I don't know if that's the right play for him at all. So now we're going to go in here. I could have been a little too aggressive with the... actually, no, no, I'm not. No, I'm not, guys. We're going to be able to go in here for sure. That's fine with the mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm okay with that. And we got freeze now, guys. All right, remember, you can come back, I'm telling you. Actually, I don't even know if I have to go freeze. Do I? No, I don't even have to go freeze. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go in again. We're going to go ahead and freeze this right here. And we're going to go in one more time. And I knew he was going to do that. But we're going to have a balloon on tower. Guys, never give up. All right, you see what I'm saying? He played too aggressive. And he was trying to go for that 3 crown. It's exactly what I wanted him to do, guys. Exactly what I wanted him to do. He has great counters, too. All right, and pressure with the E-Barbs. He had a Tombstone. All right, he had the E-Wizard. He had Bats. He had a mini P.E.K.K.A. He took tower early. Guys, just don't give up and play patient, all right? Here is the deck one more time. Now it's time to go ahead and segue to breaking it down. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, first tip, okay? Once I saw the little Larrys, I knew I was facing a cycle deck. So that is the tip, right? Learn the meta decks and things like that, and also what type of cards are in certain deck styles and archetypes, okay? Once I saw skeletons, anytime you guys see skeletons, you probably can say to yourself, it's going to be some fast cycle, likely a Hog Rider, so you already are a step ahead. Start thinking to yourself, how am I going to defend against this Hog Rider? And I do have cards that I can. Now, I'd rather use the Bowler. Both are expensive, okay? And he gets a positive elixir trade every time he drops, and he's likely going to get a hit off with the Hog. But eventually, in my head, this is a double elixir kind of a deck, okay? Because it is 4.0 average, and you can defend, but if you overcommit, you're going to get punished. But anyways, like I said, learn the meta decks and learn certain card types. That way you can be a step ahead of your opponent. And here was another thing. Now, I didn't know he had Rocket, but I started to think, oh, this guy's probably running 2.6, okay? Thankful for me, I know how to play against that pretty well. I love that deck. But I baited out his Musketeer. What is one of the best counters to the Balloon? Musketeer. All right, so I was pretty good to go that he dropped that. Again, large investment here on that Hog Rider, but this is a part where people would overcommit. Look, I have free selected. I wasn't going to drop it at all. Or even the Balloon, right? At this point, one more elixir, someone would drop the Balloon right here to rush. Guess what? He was going to be able to counter it at some point. Maybe I got one shot off, but I would have had 0 elixir. All right, because I only have 4, okay? I would have been so down on elixir that eventually he would have been able to get back. If he cycled correctly, he just cards like this, even log, and this, he would have been able to counter push with the Hog Rider, and I would have been in pretty bad shape. Okay, so that's what I'm saying about overcommitment. Okay, I let this push just die. All right, let this all happen. He has to try to continue to defend. I would get a little bit of chip, but at this point, this is where you want to reset. All right, so right here, he did a really good job, but it's another thing that I'm putting in my memory bank here, right? A really good job. Why I like the Ice Golem so much. He's kiting the Inferno Dragon away, which is great. That was great play by him. But in my head, I'm thinking to myself, that is what he's going to try to. Everyone should do that with the Ice Golem. That is what he's going to try to do from this point forward. So as I start to build my pushes, whatever they are, I have to keep that in mind. Not only his Hog Rider, not only his Musketeer, his Ice Wizard, all right, and obviously kiting with the Ice Golem. That's the key there, right? So as you're progressing and playing in the game, you got to see how is your opponent going to defend, and you can start to anticipate a little bit more, okay? So that's the best way to do that. Once I saw that, I'm like, I have 3 things in the bag already, okay? How he's going to defend against the balloon, what his primary win condition is, it's a fast cycle deck, and that this is 4. He's going to use the Ice Golem correctly, all right? So right here, you can see he dropped the Musketeer actually at the same time I dropped the Freeze. Otherwise, I would have froze all of this. And I was trying to clip the cannon, which really didn't make a whole lot of sense. But the main point here, regardless of the fact it was still the right freeze, thankfully, because the the Ice Wizard is actually a lot more difficult to deal with than the Musketeer, because the balloon would not have gotten a shot off versus going up against the Musketeer, which it obviously did get at least one. It took a little bit of time there, but you can see half health, all right? Level 9 balloon, all right? Making it work. So as you can also see right here, what I wanted to point out, there's a couple of things. Number one, a mistake that I could have made is overcommit. I could have dropped something else right now, whether it's this or trying to just take care of this. First off, these troops haven't even crossed the bridge. So allow them to cross the bridge. That way your arena tower can help. Okay, the second thing is I knew, what did I say at the beginning of this? I knew he had Hog Rider. Guess what he was going to put in front of this? A Hog Rider, okay? So I had Bowler selected. If I would have run Bar Barrel, I wouldn't have been able to defend against the Hog Rider. My Barbarian out of the barrel would have got shredded, and he would have had, maybe the Ice Wizard would have got taken care of, but he would have full health Musketeer. That would have been super difficult to deal with, okay? So that's why I'm saying don't overcommit and relax and let these troops cross the bridge first, and then you defend, and then you build your counter push. And look, as you can see here, he did exactly that, right? So I got the bowler down. He got a hog hit or two, man. I don't even know, to be honest with you, but I had this all taken care of. This is why I get the question all the time about log versus bar barrel. They're both really good in their own ways, and sometimes you're going to wish you had one when you have the other, etc. You know what I'm saying, guys. Okay, but look at this. The bar barrel, right, hits the Musketeer, and it also, as the Musketeer is targeted on the boulder, which is perfect, and it's going to be healthy enough to withstand that damage and take out the Hog Rider, this Barbarian turns around and takes out that Musketeer. Now, again, at this point, I'm going to have, a half health bowler with a Barbarian that's going to be marching down full health, and I'll look at the tower, right? There's no reason for me to do anything. Again, by the time the bowler gets to the bridge, I probably would have enough to drop one of these troops, but why? Don't do it. First off, someone might drop Lumberjack, okay? If you drop Lumberjack, not only have you overcommitted, you have also separated the push between that and the balloon, which is your primary win condition, right? That's your push. You want to rage up that balloon and hopefully get a freeze down. So you're basically overcommitting and getting your cycle out of whack. You've got to keep your cycle tight, guys. All right, and right here, as you can see, he tried to distract a little bit here, but I knew I was overwhelming, and I knew it was either going to be the Ice Wizard or it was going to be the Musketeer. So I think I was a little patient here, but look at this. I mean, 943. Pretty much a full health Inferno Dragon, and the Ice Wizard's frozen. He doesn't have enough for anything. The Musketeer is out of cycle, and I knew that by this point, and I went ahead and froze everything, guys, and it was pretty much GG's. All right, next battle, guys. 2 great things here, okay, which is why I opted to have the arrows in. Could run Zap. Of course, I don't have Zap for the bats, which is definitely better, but look, Tombstone and bats, great counters, okay, distraction card too as well for the balloon. So in my head, I'm already ahead. I'm thinking, well, number one, I see his 2 counters, at least 2 of them, 2 of the main ones at least. Number 2, I didn't know he had E-Wizard yet. Number 2, which is also a great counter to the Inferno Dragon. I mean, this guy had a lot of counters to this deck, right? But I knew they were out of cycle, so I was good to go. But at this point, though, I have 5 Elixir. The E-Drag is doing its thing or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and relax. I'm not going to do a whole lot because look at this rotation. This is not a good rotation to really do any kind of a push. What am I going to do, right? Don't run the balloon right away, number 1. Don't run it without the Lumberjack. I mean, sometimes you might have to. But you also don't want to let your opponent know right away your win condition. Because then, just like the last match, I knew he had Hog Rider and a cycle deck, okay? That's to their advantage, to your advantage, once you start to know what that win condition is. So play patient, like I've always said. All right, so right here, this is, I can't even believe this, actually. Okay, so he drops E-Barbs at the bridge, right? He got arrows on this too as well. He just went all, like no elixir. He went all in. Okay, I had to drop a bar barrel too, I think, on this as well. He got work done, but I mean, at depleting all his elixir, it made no sense. The arrows were an overcommitment. He should have just allowed all this to happen. I don't know why. He may have been anticipating something, but that is another level of overcommitment. Guys, again, the number one reason people around these arenas do not progress. I'm telling you, 100%, it is overcommitting. All right, so right here, he obviously has the E-Wizard. I don't know if this is the first time I saw it, but again, the reason why I put this in here, and I think he E-Wiz this actually, but is what people would do is they might do, whether it's a double lane push or something like that, they would drop one of these cards. Maybe they try to drop the Lumberjack back here and rush this side, and then the balloon right here to try to get it raged up, but then you have no elixir. Okay, and based on him being able to shut this down, and look, he has a little bit of a faster cycle too, and a good rotation with the bandit to keep pressure, and the mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, so at this point, this is where a mistake of someone overcommitting could actually take place. All right, that's why I wanted to include this. Is I just wanted this just to do its thing. Okay, he had to answer it, right? Because this is obviously tanking, and this will make it to the tower if he doesn't do anything about it. So at this point, just relax. Okay, remember, there's a lot of time in battle. All right, don't rush it. So here is the mistake. This screenshot and the next, I made a mistake here. Okay, I obviously got the rage down, and I dropped the balloon. Okay, I do make it to the tower, but to the point where I don't get enough damage, and he has basically a level 12 full health mini P.E.K.K.A. marching down. Now at this point, look, that's the I overcommitted. That is the mistake that I made, and I just got too sucked into, hey, it's raged up, let me just drop it and see what happens. I made a mistake, and it could have cost me the battle, guys. In fact, as you guys can see, my man took the tower. Big time overcommitment on my part. Huge mistake that I made. He was able to counter my balloon, which I knew he had 2 elixir bats. All right, great positive elixir trade, and I just couldn't do anything. I just had to eat that. Right now, in my head, I was hoping he had a better shot at winning this if he went for my arena tower. Okay, that is a tip. I was hoping that he was going to go for the 3 crown, which is what he did, and I kept playing into that and defending. I thought he was going to drop like E-Barbs here at the bridge. He had so many opportunities to do that, but he kept on trying to go for that 3 crown, and it was playing into now my world, and I was happy that he did that. So he definitely had a better shot. He just chose to go the wrong route, and that's a tip for you guys. Okay, the arena tower is a lot less HP than the king. Don't go, make it 2-1. Don't go for the king tower, okay? It's about victories, right, guys? All right. Okay, so right here, this is what I'm showing, right? So he drops a bandit right here, okay? He drops a bandit, and I'm like, okay, fine. He gets a dash. He starts to chip at this. He definitely starts to chip. That time, I was like, he's going to continue to go and try to overwhelm, and I'm going to continue to defend. And I'm telling you guys, once it hit like a minute or something like that, guys, it was just super overwhelming, and he continued to drop all in this area. And you guys can see, look at this. I mean, like, he's just dropping, I can't even tell you what's going on. He's dropping everything. I got a healthy bowler. Okay, I have these cards. Point. All I'm going to do is keep defending. If he played patient and he tried to rush this side, I would have had to have commit to this side. And I wouldn't have been able to build such a strong counter push. But look what he's dropping over here. You know, I don't know if he just got like, hey, you know, very confident or what, but he just did not play it well. And I think he just thought he could overwhelm. But obviously, your boy took it, okay? You guys know that. So here, look at this. So we had, I can't even, it's funny because look at this. Look at this push. That is gone. And not only that, look at my cycle. I didn't even need to freeze. I may have froze the tower. No, I don't think I did. I think I froze the king, right? But look at this here. Okay, the bowler, if he dropped E-Barbs, which is what I thought he was going to do, maybe right here. But he couldn't even do it, right? Because you can only get it about right here. The bowler would have turned around on it, and I would have had another one that I could have put down. I would have completely shut that down. This tower, like I said, goes down. Now my focus is on the king tower. I mean, what does he do, right? He can't do it. Look at these cards. He can't do anything at the moment because all that is frozen. But it's not even so much of him even being able to distract the balloon. But look at this. Even if he wanted to drop his E-Barbs, which weren't even in cycle, or his skeleton army, which could have been, actually couldn't have. The bowler would have taken, one of those bowlers would have just shredded those two as well. If anything, I was just waiting for arrows to see what he was going to do. Guys, it was GG's, okay? Never give up. I've told you guys that time and time again as well. All right, you're never out of it. Don't give up. And especially around these arenas, opponents continuously overcommit. I cannot stress that enough, guys. Anyways, hope you guys found this useful and helpful. Hope everyone is doing well, staying safe. Until the next video, guys, take care and peace out.